Genoplesium insigne. Genoplesium insigne, commonly known as the dark midge orchid or Wyong midge orchid, is a species of small terrestrial orchid that is endemic to New South Wales. It has a single thin leaf and up to 12 dark purple to dark reddish purple flowers. It is mostly found in heath on the central coast, and only around 50 plants survive. Description: Genoplesium insigne is a terrestrial, perennial, deciduous herb with an underground tuber and a single thin, dark green leaf with a reddish base. The leaf is 60–150 mm 2.6 in long, about 1.5 mm 0.6 in wide, with the free part 10–15 mm 0.4–0.6 in long. Between 5 and 12 dark purple to dark reddish purple flowers are arranged along a flowering stem 90–180 mm 4–7 in tall and taller than the leaf. The flowers are about 5 mm 0.2 in wide, and as with others in the genus, are inverted so that the labellum is above the column rather than below it. The dorsal sepal is lance-shaped to egg-shaped, 5.5 mm 0.20–0.22 in long, 2.5 mm 0.1 in wide and concave. The lateral sepals are linear to lance-shaped, 6.57 mm 0.26–0.28 in long, about 1 mm 0.4 in wide, and more or less parallel to each other. The petals are lance-shaped to narrow egg-shaped, 4.55 mm 0.18–0.20 in long, and 1 mm 0.4 in wide. The labellum is egg-shaped to elliptic, about 4 mm 0.2 in long, 2 mm 0.8 in wide, with purple hairs up to 1 mm 0.4. There is a fleshy, dark purplish-black callus in the center of the labellum and covering less than half of it. Flowering occurs between August and November. Taxonomy and naming. Naming. Genoplesium insigne was first formally described in 2001 by David Jones, who published the description in the Orchidian from a specimen collected in the Lake Macquarie State Recreation Area. In 2002, Jones and Mark Clements changed the name to Carnastiles insignis, but the change is not accepted by the Australian Plant Census. The specific epithet insigne is a Latin word meaning remarkable, eminent, or distinguished. Distribution and habitat. The dark midge orchid grows in heath and heathy forest in 4 small areas between Chain Valley Bay and Wyong, with a further small population near Lake Macquarie. Conservation. It is difficult to determine the precise number of plants of the G insigne because they are difficult to locate and weather conditions affect whether or not the plants flower. There are estimated to be around 50 plants surviving. The species is classed as critically endangered under the New South Wales Threatened Species Conservation Act and the Commonwealth Government Environment Protection and Biodiversity Conservation Act 1999 (EPCACT). The main threats to the species are weed invasion, habitat disturbance, grazing by rabbits, and illegal collecting. References